And we're going to run right into this. And I'm leaving all that in there. And this is Armando's living room. This is a weekly. We'll say weekly. It's been like a month since the last episode has come out. So that's great. And we're back together. And we got an extra person, which we will introduce here after I introduce myself. And then we go around, starting on my left. This is your ethereal, effervescent host, Julius here. And to my left, I have...
your elephantitis LD.
If you want elephantitis, you can.
Ooh,
I am Nasty Nova.
Oh, he's still nasty.
Oh,
and to
definitely.
the left of Nasty Nova, we have a fourth person in the room who is, you can make up whatever name you want, or you can use your real name. As you can see, we've came up with our own names somewhat.
I am Marie.
Marie is
Yes.
here.
Marie.
Yes, you want to put an alliterative adjective on there?
Magnificent Marie.
Ooh,
Magnificent Marie is
Magnificent
here.
Marie.
Wow.
I appreciate that. That's really good.
So I'm cutting all this bullshit now. I got questions. Why the fuck y'all don't listen to podcasts?
We went
I
over
listen to the podcast because I love the sound of my own voice. I'm probably like half of those fucking listens.
You listen to
By the way,
because
we're
you
going-
have such a deep voice.
He's not
I
talking
have-
about. He's not talking about our
Gotta throw
podcast.
a
a
He's
podcast.
talking about just podcasts. Like, why don't we as people listen to podcasts?
I never did for a really long time because mostly podcasters just like the smell of their own shit.
Wow.
And
There's some people that like to give education in a conversational form.
they do. And that's when I started listening to, I listened to a lot of basketball podcasts.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Boring shit ever.
That sounds so
my
exciting.
Oh my God. I know.
Okay.
I'm the worst. Yes.
That was not the real question.
So
That was not the real question because I was ranting.
Marie had a real answer for you.
Well, I really love listening to golf podcasts. I sit there and I'm like, oh,
It's
the
totally
ball's
fine.
going.
Yep,
ball's
that's
going.
totally it. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody that's not
Oh,
listening to
wow.
podcasts is doing
it's-
all right
It's some
podcasting.
silence while they're walking to the next hole.
No.
We wait with that silence. It's
Now,
very
anything on the
meditative.
holes?
I fall
you
asleep
can
to
hold
it all
that
the time.
silence inside
That
you.
wasn't
and
a
just,
real answer, but it was.
Wait, whoa, you can't just cut her off like that.
Her before.
I
her
believe
real
in women,
answer.
sir. Everything they say is 100%
I believe in
true.
it too. I can see one right now.
I'm a feminist. Yes.
Yes.
Effervescent. Remember, I smell good.
Effervescent,
Y'all can't smell me, but I smell good.
elephantitis.
My real question is, I had a life moment not too long ago.
Oh shit.
We were talking about doing a podcast, and then we canceled and then rescheduled, and now we're back together. Y'all ever heard of the birds and the bees?
Yes.
Okay.
The insects and the fowls?
Yes, the insects and the fowls.
Oh.
I realized that I never had a birds and bees conversation with anybody in my parental figures.
Same.
I learned about the birds and the bees from my friends, my
Wow.
peers, the people the same age as me.
I have a story.
Oh, right off the bat. There we go.
Now, do you want to tell the story?
I can tell it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the school that I went to required us to have a parent sex info night, I think they called it, in 4th grade.
Oh, Marie.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
And so the school had everybody come, including their parents, in the evening, and we
Damn.
had to watch.
Did they all come at once?
Yes. And we had to watch
These are 4th graders.
videos with our parents sitting next to us about sex and puberty. And I specifically remember the one for the boys was a boy that had a wet dream in his bed. And he got really upset. So he put...
Billy, as your mother, I need you to explain to me once again, what are we going to school for?
Well, Ma, we're gonna go have a sex night.
Oh, my word. What did you just say that came out of your mouth?
A sex night, I believe, is what they call it, or sex. I don't remember what they said.
I don't understand this anymore.
I just
sent you to a Catholic school.
Brenda, you need to chill out, okay? I've been giving our boy cigarettes since the day he was 2 years old. He's ready to watch people pork on TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
William, how could you?
But well, I just did it. That's how I could.
This is our young boy who's in 4th grade, which makes him 9.
4th grade after
Yeah,
several
and
repeats.
that's why I have this deep voice, because Daddy gives me the cigarettes.
Well,
You give me the whiskey.
12 is too young for him to be learning about
Listen,
sex.
never mind that. Head on in there and talk to the teacher, okay?
Oh my God.
Hello,
what-
Miss Smith. How can I help you?
I don't like you.
I like her.
What are you teaching my boy?
Well, he's 9 years old. He's old enough to learn about sex now.
What? Well, he got held back a little bit though, so he's not like the rest of the 9-year-olds, but he's still too young to be learning about sex.
Don't hold me
Well-
back, Mama.
Don't worry. We make sure that the children know everything that they need to know, even contraception. It's very important for 9-year-olds to know how to put on a condom.
Contraception? Is that where they play music during the sex?
Mama, what's a condom?
Oh my Lord! Here we go. This is your fault.
See,
William.
this is why I need to have this education.
Don't you be looking at me. I don't want no plastic wrapper on my boy's pee-pee. Okay? I didn't do it when he was conceived, and that's why we got him.
Earmuffs, Billy. Why are you talking like that in front of him?
I'm his father. Who's going to teach him to be a foul-mouthed bastard if I don't?
Apparently, this Catholic school that you sent him to is going to teach him about.
Can I go smoke a
I'm
cigarette?
so sorry. I forgot we are a Catholic school. We do not teach about contraception at this school. I apologize. I don't want to get fired.
So you just teach about sex, but not contraceptions?
We teach them what it is, and then we teach them it's very, very bad, and you will go to hell forever if you have it.
Well, now, see, I like that.
No, wait a minute. You said you was going to...
Wait, the
boy
contraception
here.
or the sex?
What?
The contraception or the sex?
Well, we don't believe in contraception. I forgot that I work at a Catholic school.
Okay.
You could talk to me about
Sex
it
is
some
okay?
other time. No! You'll die and go to hell if you even touch your penis.
See now?
Mama,
No, that's.
I don't think I want to go back to this school no more.
No, you got to go back. I like what she said. That I'm on board with. Hell and all.
Mama,
Don't you listen to your father anymore.
I'm gonna go to hell.
Yeah, don't touch your pee-pee.
Listen here, boy. Hell could probably be worth it. I'm just saying. You hold it in too long, the venom gonna build up inside you. And if you don't get it out, you could die.
Daddy, I'm 9.
So was I once.
Ma'am?
I think one of my balls just dropped.
That was awful. That was maybe the.
Okay, yeah.
So,
You were the old man child up until like
Then I
7/8 of the way.
I fell back into I got to see. I didn't stay in character there. I got to work on that.
Oh, good.
it's all practice for characters.
Yeah.
So, Marie,
go
go.
back to the story.
Yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
back to your story till
So,
we cut out again.
Yeah, the video that I remember the best was the one where a boy has a wet dream, and he's very embarrassed
that's a
when
good
he
one.
wakes up. That his mom.
Hold on. I remember hearing about wet dreams in sex ed in school. And to this day, I'm jealous. Like, I've always just wanted to wake up.
Are you one of those people that never had a wet
accidentally-
dream?
No, just woken up from. I mean, I wake up because my fucking dick's too hard. Yeah, but it's like I've never like woken up mid ejaculation. That sounds amazing. That sounds great.
It's not that great.
Well, I've never done it, so I wouldn't know.
Me
what.
neither. Me neither.
I mean, I could
Surprise,
teach you. Have you
surprise.
done it there, LD?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like you
yeah,
peed
but-
yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sucks. It's just sticky, and then it gets cold. It's horrible.
Can I tell
can
you
give
a
you
really
steps.
fucked up thing?
Well, I mean, somebody else has to finish
Well,
their
finish your
story.
fucked up
Yes.
thing, and I'm
Finish
gonna
your-
finish
finish
my
your
fucked
fucked
thing.
up
I can
thing.
tell you after you tell your fucked up thing. There's ways to make yourself so that you have a wet dream. But
Oh, all right. Let's get to that fucked up thing, Teresa. You better hurry up.
Anyway, he was very embarrassed that his mother might see that he had a wet dream. So he went and got a whole bunch of ketchup and mustard from the kitchen, and he squirted a really big circle of ketchup and mustard on the stain on his bed sheets, and then he put the covers over it. And then his mother came in his room and said, "Oh, honey, were you eating a hot dog in your bed last night?" And he was like, "Oh yes, Mom," and then we
struck
all
the hot dog.
laughed because it was the most enormous puddle of ketchup.
Was he like, oh yes, Mom? 'Cause he was-
So little thing
Yes.
about cum versus ketchup and mustard. That fucking stain doesn't go away. Yeah,
Mustard or the cum?
the cum.
I mean, the,
The
mustard
ketchup and the
too,
mustard just
honestly.
kind of you can soak that up.
The ketchup-
but
the ketchup
cum,
will go away.
the cum stain, the
Yeah,
cum
it
stays.
does. It's
Spiritually.
It's
Millions of murdered
I've messed up.
babies.
I've had issues with some college futongs back in my day.
oh my
So
God.
when
So-
Oh God.
when I was a
Sorry, I just had a
Wait, is your story over?
Oh, there's more.
Oh, good lord!
Oh, you
Ketchup
keep
and
going.
mustard? What the?
Yes. Okay. So anyway, at this parent-teacher sex night that we had in 4th grade, we had to put questions about sex in a box that were anonymous, and then our teachers answered them. And some of them were very detailed questions about sex and contraception, all sorts of different things.
What's
and
anal?
I think maybe there may have been questions like that.
definitely
I'm not
came up
kidding.
When I was a kid.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like, my dad would stand up and answer a very specific question about sex. And I wanted to die and crawl underneath my chair and maybe never come out again. And yeah, it was really embarrassing and weird.
That's more than I got.
Oh, wait, I forgot. There's more. So then, as part of the curriculum, I had to write a paper on the entire, like, sex and, like, the life cycle, the sperm, the egg, blah, blah, blah. And so I had to write this whole paper. It was like 2 pages typed about the whole, fertilization of the egg, everything. And then they made me read it out loud to the class. And I was so embarrassed. My cheeks were like red. And then when I had to be like, and then the man puts his penis in the vagina. And I whispered it because I was like 10 years old. And the kids were like, what? What happens? What does he do? And they kept making me repeat it.
Yeah, that's way more than I got. That's crazy. I had the standard health
Oh,
class.
it was very thorough.
Having to read it out like that is that's nuts.
It was a weird school. I wouldn't send my kids there.
my mom.
It was a private school. It was not Catholic. No,
I went to Catholic school.
that wouldn't have happened at Catholic school.
We did have they separated the boys and girls. I think we were in like 4th or 5th grade, and we each had our own like conversation. But I know my mom tried to have that conversation with me, and she's just as fucking awkward as I am. Like I can't like it's gonna be really hard for me to have that conversation with my daughter, but I'll have it, but not when she's 9. No. That's
I didn't do it when they were 9 either.
how early are you even supposed to do that?
You're asking the guy with no kids?
I had the conversation
puberty
at
was
10
in.
because puberty usually starts at 11, and I needed my kids not to be like, whoa, why am I bleeding? Before that happens. So yeah, we had the puberty conversation earlier. We really haven't had a detailed sex conversation yet, but they know what it is and they know like safe sex, but not like anything else.
So when I was first pubing, and as large as
No
I am
wet
now,
dreams. Like,
you
what
got
the
to understand that I went from child size to this size in like a month span.
Okay, you need to tell our viewers
Yeah,
that you are
he's
fully
8'3".
clothed
He's
and
8'3",
that
yeah.
you are not showing us anything.
I am
Because they're going to
That
imagine
sounded
something.
like
I
like I
went
had
from
my dick.
child size to this size. No. We are all like fully clothed here. He just means he's tall.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see a whole lot of nowhere.
in sixth grade, I was
Why
6'4",
is balls so big?
6'4" and 220 pounds.
Whoa.
And I probably was that way before. That's just the only benchmark I remember.
In 6th grade, I was about 5'8" and
Wow,
like
that's really tall
80
also.
pounds.
80 pounds? Yeah, I believe it. You're still like 80 pounds.
7th grade, I was under 100 pounds still because I was wrestling, and I remember I never had to cut weight. And then like I was like 6'2", 160 when I graduated, and like fucking 3 months later, I was like 185, like an army.
Made you eat all that food? Yeah.
All that saltpeter.
No,
So I wouldn't have no wet dreams.
The point of the comment is like the fucking puberty hit me so goddamn hard, and I would wake up repeatedly in the night because I was so goddamn erect. Like it was painful.
How do you not have wet dreams after that? What the fuck?
Well, I think I would always wake up before it could even get to the point because it was like the amount of erection that I had was too much for the actual penis available.
Question from the back of the class. Were you laying face up or face down?
All of the above. Because I would have to wake up multiple times and jerk off. I'm not kidding. Like multiple times a night, every single night.
yeah.
Do you
Sometimes-
dream usually?
I mean, this is what I'm as a kid. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's how wet dreams happen. You have a sex dream.
the thing is before I could come probably while sleeping.
Okay.
The pain from the erection, because it would just be like Fistotron and Fistotron
He's
is
showing
ready.
us his fist now, people.
And it was just, it would
The
wake me
pumping
up.
motion.
It would be painful, and it would be multiple times a night. And I had no way to tell this to my parents.
No.
So I'm in like fourth, fifth grade.
I'm not sure how they could have helped you out there. I don't think they
I
would
don't
be very
think- yeah, I
helpful
don't
in
know.
that situation.
But the thing was, I wasn't sleeping. Like I wasn't. I'm in fourth or fifth grade, and I'm not fucking sleeping because
you
my
weren't.
fucking dick
Fourth
won't-
grade?
Like I'm saying this stuff, it came at me like fast and hard,
I don't know. Yeah, literally.
really hard.
Yeah.
You never had an erection so raging like it hurt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
woken
this was-
up.
It was just constant.
But half the time you have the sex dream.
See,
I mean, I'm sure I was.
But so I'm like literally maybe I've only had like 3 or 4 in my life.
Erections?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, I
has
have
one kid.
I
so
have one.
We've
I
got
have
one
one
erection.
I actually kind of always have one. It's just it's it only goes down like 3 or 4 times. Yep. So,
Man, I had something there for a second. I forgot what it was.
you gotta reach up there and grab it.
Yeah,
No,
the
something that was going on with that.
raging boners. You go back.
You
to
were
the-
talking to us about how you went through puberty in 4th grade. Did someone
Oh,
warn you? Did anyone? Did you have any
Like
idea what was going to
later.
happen?
No,
Or
because
so
it hit-
were you
this hit
very
me-
confused in 4th grade?
I was so confused. I didn't know. I thought I invented masturbation.
What about your friends?
I was so autistic, man. All I was doing was playing
Daddy,
Yeah, son.
I gotta tell you a secret.
Oh, well, why don't you wait till your mama get home?
No. We don't want Mama to know about this one, Daddy.
What the hell kind of is you been touching the neighbor's cat again?
No. Well, yes, but that's not the only kind of
Spit
related.
it out.
So, Dad, I found this thing, that I don't know if anybody's ever done this before, but I don't know how to say this to you. Have you ever like touched yourself until it like exploded?
Son, you're going to have to give me a moment.
I know it blows my mind. Like I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. I wanted to ask you though.
Listen, as a part of being a fairy godparent, which you will one day become, we do have magical abilities.
Okay.
And I'm rearing you to get you to that point so you can adopt a little boy and help him masturbate when he's having trouble, okay?
Wait, Master,
No, this is going in a bad direction.
Wait, what was that, Daddy?
Listen, humans,
I'm sorry. Did Mama just walk in? I thought I heard her say something out in the other room.
Oh, hello. What are you all talking about?
I'm letting our fairy son in on how it is to be a fairy. We've been fairy godparents, me and you, faithfully for 20 years, and our young boy is finally of age where his magic stick is operational.
Honey, it's called a penis. So anyway,
Wait,
dear,
wait,
my dear
no,
son.
Mama. I don't think you. embarrass Daddy? How do I tell her I know about that stuff already? I'm not talking about that,
we
Mama.
talked about human sexuality. He's got to understand what happened. A fairy operates in a very specific way. Okay.
I don't think you guys get it at all.
I just want you to know, son, don't ever let anyone help you masturbate. Your penis is your own to touch and yours alone. Don't let anybody else touch it. It's just for you.
What about the cat?
No, the cat has a sandpaper tongue. It will hurt.
Just couldn't let it be a magic stick, huh? Just had to call it a penis. Could have just left it a magic stick.
a wand. I was gonna play around it as much as I could. I was gonna
Just go straight to penis, huh?
I was gonna try to play with it as much as I could, but you guys just wouldn't let me.
Could have been like a firecracker or something, or a bottle rocket going off.
So I was trying to pull the premise away from human, like, it was trying to make what, because he didn't say penis. So I feel
Pull
like the
that
scene
pin on purpose.
in itself is kind of funny because it did get really ambiguous. Were we really fairy godparents training our fairy god thingy? Or was I some dad who's just fucking terrible and having the bursts and the beast conversation?
Because you just had to use so many allegories, you couldn't just say the fucking words.
So I think that's funny.
I think that
on
was the game.
Except for if I am a terrible father,
That's not
we did talk about helping other boys masturbate.
Oh, no.
I don't know how that one goes.
No.
Yeah, no.
Not funny, no.
So autism.
Yeah, you didn't talk to your friends
That
about.
was a
I
pivot.
didn't have friends. I literally did not have a friend that like I hung out with outside. Like I'd go to church or whatever, and there were kids there, and I'd talk to them. And then at school, I would talk to the kids there. But I didn't have a friend like hang out outside of those things until I was in 6th grade.
And no one taught you about puberty till when?
Whenever it came up in school.
Like 6th grade?
Like 6th grade, yeah.
So all that time you were like, what's happening to me? Is it only happening to me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, in my experience, I didn't masturbate until I was like 21, because in my culture, it was frowned upon to masturbate and also orally please a woman.
Okay,
That's my favorite thing to do.
As
Both of those are
As-
my favorite.
yeah.
same fucking time.
As you can see,
Christ.
you guys in the room, I have a particular culture where that is frowned upon to do that. So I learned about it very late. Because, once again, to start this whole premise, I learned from my friends about sexual stuff. I didn't have the birds and the bees. Because in the certain cultures, it's like you want to learn about stuff. It's like, just put the condom on. Just make sure you wear the condom. And that's pretty much the whole conversation.
Did you have any school?
You
Birds
had
and the
like
Bees
health class,
conversations?
but it was like anatomically correct.
So it wasn't about sex, it was about anatomy? That
Yeah,
was
it
it?
was
Or
a
puberty?
health class. Yeah, you just kind of like name the parts.
These are
of
the changes
What-
that are
what
going to
grade was
happen
that?
to your body.
9th grade.
Oh my God, they waited till 9th grade to tell you
Yeah.
about puberty? I think everyone went through it by then.
Yeah, health classes more. Yeah, it wasn't so much sexual stuff. It was just name the parts of the genitals and
What state? Florida?
Montana.
Oh, Montana.
Yeah, so yeah.
I
That
remember-
explains it.
I remember this lesson. I was doing daycare down, or I guess after school, down at the YMCA, right? So my parents didn't have any money, so we just went to the Y. And there was a kid there, and he said that if such and such girl wasn't, let's say Pam, and let's say his name was Billy. Billy said that if Pam wasn't so ugly, he would hump her. Okay, he just said that, right? Just kid stuff. I don't know what this means. And I thought it was, I'm so tickled by this fact that I go home and I tell my mom. I tell her, I said, Mom, Billy said that if Pam wasn't so ugly, he would hump her. And I'm laughing my eyes out. I don't know why it's funny, but I think it's funny. And she just slaps me across the face.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
And that was when I was really young. I don't remember getting told what hump meant. I think I was told, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I was imagining that you were going to tell your mom, if you weren't so ugly, I would hump you, and that she would really be angry.
That is actually where I thought you were going with that as well.
Oh yeah, like because I didn't
you didn't know what it
hump was.
meant.
Yeah.
So I remember like the neighbor kids are the ones that told me what actual sex was, and I found out when I was still in grade school for sure, probably second, third, fourth grade,
Sounds
something like
familiar.
that. Because it was they were like, do you even know what fucking is? Because it was it was like fuck you or whatever.
Yeah,
You
we
was,
thought
flipping
that
people.
was it.
Yeah, I think that you
We're
stick your
doing the
middle you stick your middle
middle
finger,
finger.
and the girls and they're like, no, that's not what you do. You put your dick in there. I was like. Wow, really? You can do that? Yeah, and then I was like, okay. But then I was like, why would you want to do that?
You know
That
what?
sounds gross at first.
3 years
a
later.
lesson that you get from others. Boomer comics, boomer stand-up comedy, or boomer sitcoms or whatever,
Yeah.
constantly joking about how the female orgasm doesn't exist. Like that was just a thing.
Yeah.
It to the point that I feel like a lot of people legitimately believed that it was a myth, like it was just made up. And I think about that and feel so terrible for.
Well, there's women in their 20s and 30s that never had a orgasm before.
I mean, I'm sure it's hard for some folks, but
Well, no,
to
they just
outright
don't
believe,
know. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah, they gotta chill out and figure their thing out. But to go and get into say a long term a marriage with somebody, and they're convinced that you can't come, they're never gonna try to make you come. You've now committed to a lifetime of. Well, I guess you could come on your own if you can figure that out, which I'm sure that's not too hard. I don't know.
No, some people don't know how to do that either.
Yeah. Put the thumb in the back seems like if you haven't figured it out yet.
Nice way to turn that around.
Slap a thumb in the back in there and see if that'll push you over the edge.
Just
Because
a dry thumb, huh?
well,
Nice dry thumb in the pooper. Anal sex will be what we talk about next time. Didn't experience that in my 30s.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I just remember speaking of words, I remember I got made fun of my 6th grade band class because I didn't know what the C word was. Everybody in the clarinet section had a good old laugh about that because...
that's dumb, but I think
Everybody knows what a clarinet is, dude. I mean, Jesus.
Yes, that. Yep, didn't know what a clarinet... I didn't know what the C word clarinet was way back in 6th grade, and everybody in the clarinet section had a good old laugh about
There's
it.
so many C words, though. Cunnilingus, quietus.
Definitely didn't know what cunnilingus was until college. That's it. Yeah, you want to end it? Yeah, it's about that time. So we go about 30 minutes on these shows. Once again, this is Armando's Living Room. I didn't say this before, but this is the long-form improv podcast that comes out on Fridays at some point. It's apparently months in between.
Some Fridays.
Yeah.
It comes out on some Fridays.
Some Fridays in the month. This is Julius.
LD.
Nova.
Marvelous Marie.
And yes, we have Marie now for the first time. 4 people in the room. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that.
Welcome.
Just go on to the YouTubes and just put a little check mark, little thumbs up on there if you can, because this is pretty much where all it's put out on, just on YouTube. So hopefully you enjoy that, and catch us next time. Bye. Bye.